Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from, TikTok. This is from Dana Dean, or Dana Dean. I'm not sure how to say her name. Baby mama drama. Or just baby mama that are so proud to be baby mamas for some reason, and yet they choose to hide it in certain ways, and when other people say something about it, it's a problem. But they perpetuate this themselves. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time. Just a disclosure, this is not me attacking African American women in any way. This is me kind of pointing out like what she is saying. She is saying this about the community itself. And as an outsider looking in, I can agree with a lot of these things.
As a collective, I need black women to get on one page, right? Because there's a video going viral right now of a black woman who's pregnant, and she was talking about how she hated when she leave her ring at home because she know the judgment that's being passed because of the stereotype of black women being baby mamas. But so many black women will run around talking about how y'all don't want to be married and how you don't care about marriage, yet seem like the only time you do care is when judgment is being passed on stereotyping you for something that you claim that you're proud of. When creators like myself get online and talk about rebuilding the black family, valuing marriage, having kids by the same person, not having kids by somebody until they marry you, like trying to do it the right way to build an actual structure for family so that you can change the narrative of that stereotype, you fight against it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have issues when other people from the outside in judge you based off of these stereotypes. Which one is it?
I get comments like that all the time. Oh, you're Asian. You don't know black women or African American women. Oh, you're Asian and you're male. You don't know anything. I get it from, the men and the women in the community. I was like, I don't know, but I can see and I know what's happening in my community. The women in my community aren't so much this way, and our community is a little bit stronger than yours from what I can tell. No judge. I'm not trying to judge the community or any way, but just looking from the outside in, I can see there's issues that women are so proud of being, as she said, baby mamas. There's so many women in this community that are proud of it. And I don't know very many communities that have multiple baby daddies like the African American community does. I've seen from, at least from TikTok and from even, I used to have a gas station. My family used to have a gas station in the super, super, I want to say ghetto part of town, where most of our, like 90% of our clients were African Americans. And I've seen the women that come in and with their kids and just how unruly everything is. And there's no father around. This is what's hurting your community at a great, great detriment. But when someone from the outside like me comes in and says, that's not what a lot of women do, and you probably shouldn't be going that way, we get judged. And we get, like, oh, we're not allowed to say anything about this, because I'm not that skin color. But why can't I judge in a sense? Because I can see the other side of my community. And if it's my community is doing better in a sense, I'm just trying to tell women in the African American community there's better ways to go about it. It's not just we're trying to judge or pass judgment, but that's what everybody does. Just like she said, when someone, walking around with 2, 3 kids, no ring, there's judgment passed. I would make the exact same judgment if I saw an Asian woman or a white woman or a Hispanic woman doing the same thing. But it's funny because there's more women in the African American community that are like this. So this is where you guys feel like we're attacking you or prejudging in a sense. But it's just through observation.
Like, if you don't care about the stereotypes, then don't care about the stereotypes.
Yeah.
But if you care, then you should do something about it. And doing something about it would mean you would have to start picking properly. You gonna have to start doing your due diligence when it comes to these men that you having kids by. And I know this is gonna be triggering for a lot of y'all to hear, but unfortunately, even if you want children, the biggest sacrifice that you could do for your child is not have it if you can't find the right man to have it
100%.
by. Right? And I know that's going to be triggering for y'all to hear because you want kids under any conditions because you're a selfish person.
This is not just the African American community. There's plenty of other women from all other communities that feel this way, that they want kids no matter what. Like they just want the kid, even if there's a father involved or they have the kid in vitro or whatever it is. They want the kids. They just don't think men are valuable enough to, have kids with, in a sense.
But the best thing you could do for your unborn child is not even have it at all if you can't have a proper father and family unit for that child to grow up in. But I'm just seeing so many stitches to this video. I even seen a stitch from a girl who ain't married, not engaged, but say that she wear a fake ring just so people don't judge her. Like, if it was that important, why didn't you get a ring before popping out babies for some man? This is crazy. It's just amazing to me how selective y'all outrage is. It's only outrage when other races come in and put in their 2 cents, but you perfectly fine pushing this stereotype within the community, but it ain't until somebody else from the outside come and point out what's going on or make judgment about what's going on that you seem to care. Unfortunately, y'all have pushed this culture so hard with this generation that's currently right now, it's going to be real hard to break the stereotype because too many.
She's right. She's right. I mean, with the Carney bees and all of this community, like all of these things that pushes this narrative, even African American women or men see this as a stereotype for African American women. They do. This is why passport bros is such a big thing, right? Because they don't want to deal with these baby mamas, because that's what's a lot out there. Remember, 50% of African American men are childless and are not married. There's a lot of good African American men out there, but the women in the community choose to have babies with certain men, choose to have babies out of wedlock, and choose to have babies with multiple different men because, the system permits it and gives them money for doing so. I've seen many videos of women in the community saying, "Oh, you need to get baby daddies from different babies from different baby daddies so you can get the maximum, amount of child support for each child. Instead of having multiple kids with the same man, then they cap you at a certain level." I've seen quite a few stitches of that type of videos. So
Many of y'all are baby mamas, right? Not enough wives. There's no way to offset the stereotype because
yes,
too many of y'all have accepted the title of a baby mama, right? So unfortunately, we're not at that place where we can get away from the stereotype because y'all have not done anything to get away from the stereotype. If anything, you're continuing to make it worse at this current point. So you better get used to it. Just don't care. Get into the mindset of not caring because guess what? When they see you and they see you with a child, regardless of whether or not you got a ring on your finger, because the collective of most black women are baby mothers or single mothers, that's what they're going to assume you are. As a collective,
when the chow is that good, truth hurts. I mean, just like Asian men are seen as pretty weak and meager, because when you look at the collective of Asian men in the West, they kind of are. We accept it. We're nerdy. Not every one of us, but the collective is nerdy. So that's why certain stereotypes kind of just seem to be correct. Is it always correct? No. But do people judge people on these particular stereotypes? Yes. And I'm not trying to like dog the community or anything. I love the community. I've grew up in the community most of my life. I have a lot of friends in the community, and they say the same thing. At least the men do. Very few women would admit that this is actually an issue in the community. But hope you guys liked it. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.